ਗੁਣ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਗਾਇਓ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਨਮ ਅਕਾਰਥ ਕੀਨਾ
ਡੰਡਾਉਤ ਬੰਦਨ ਅਨਕਬਾਰ ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਡੋਲਣ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿਮਰਿਐ ਘਰ ਨਉਨਿਤ ਆਵੈ ਧਾਏ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਏ ਸਹਾਇ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਉਸਤਤੇ ਨਿੰਦਿਆ ਨਾਹੇ ਜੇਹ ਕੰਚਨ ਲੋਹ ਸਮਾਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ we're blessed again to be gathered together reflecting on the teachings of Sahib Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj in the year of their 400th year anniversary of their coming. In the last track, we reflected in this Bani of Salok Mahalla Nawa, and Guruji showed us the qualities of those forms, those Gursikhs, those disciples who are the same form of Vaheguru, who have reached that oneness state. Those qualities that exist within those Gursikhs are those that they treat Sukh and Dukh, material happiness and peace, and material pain and suffering as one and the same. They don't let it affect them. They stay neutral, accepting the hukam of the Lord. Guru Sahib Ji in these next two pauriyan will give us the qualities of those that are the ones that get liberated and become one with Vaheguru. Let us focus and reflect on these teachings. Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji ustate nindya nahe jehe kanchan loh saman. So first of all, Guruji are describing those qualities. Ustat means praise, nindya means slander, nahe jehe. So nahi means not, and not what? Slander and praise does not affect those Gursikhs. Ustat is praise, Nindya is slander. So if they get praise in this world, they don't get too excited by it. They accept it as part of hukam. And at the same time, if they get slandered, they don't become too saddened. They don't get anxious over that. They don't get depressed over it. They accept both of these as one and the same, and they accept these as part of living in the world. Kanchan loh saman. Kanchan means gold, loho means iron, saman means the same. And their mindset furthermore is that they treat iron and gold and see them as the same and treat them in the same way. Why are Guru Sahib Ji using these metals? Well, gold is obviously an expensive metal, and if we have a lot of gold, we see ourselves as being very, very wealthy. We see ourselves, our ego will develop. If we have iron or lots of iron, people of the world see that as a cheap metal and easily picked up. And we're not necessarily seen as being wealthy if we have lots of iron. In fact, those who have iron in the old days were seen as being poor. So a person who sees both of these are the same accepts their karam and their life in this world, not being overly eager to develop materially, to develop this attitude of being very rich. But at the same time, they don't get affected and they accept the hukam if they are not that well off in this world, in this life. They see iron and gold as the same. If they are well off, if they live a luxury life, they don't get too excited and overly show off in that life. And if, like I said, if they are not as well off, they stay in Chardi Kala and accept the hukam of their life. So they see iron and gold as the same. Praise and slander does not affect them and they don't partake in it. Kaho Nanak sonare mana mukt tahe te jaan. Kaho Nanak, Tan Sahib Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, the ninth form of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. Sonare mana, son, listen, my mind. Mukt tahe te jaan. Mukt means liberation. They are liberated. Tahe te jaan. Understand and know this. Those Gursikhs who we've just described, those qualities in the previous Pankti, that accept praise and slander as part of life. Don't get overly excited or overly saddened either way. Those that see iron and gold as the same, those Gursikhs are the ones who will be liberated. Guru Sahib Ji continue. harkh sog ja keh nahi, bari meet saman. So harkh means happiness, khushi, and sog means sadness or gummy. So ja keh nahi. If they gain, they don't get overly excited in this world. They don't get overly happy if they gain materially. If they lose out materially, they don't get overly saddened. And even if I take those words of overly, they remain neutral. They are happy in the hukam of the Lord, not happy materially. And they are not saddened in this world, but they may develop bairag in this world. So they are different emotions. Happy and sad materially are different to being accepting and in chardigala for the hukam, and in bairag, longing for the darshan and the oneness of the Lord. We have to make a distinction. As Guru Sahib is talking about happiness and sadness in a worldly sense, in a material sense, those Gursikhs don't get overly excited no matter what happens to them. If materially something positive happens, they don't get overly excited. They don't get overly saddened. If development doesn't happen or they lose out in this world, both of those are treated the same. A Gursikh stays ikaras. They stay neutral. They stay attached to Wahiguru, detached from the world. Bari meet saman. Bari means very, a dushman, an enemy. Meet means friend. And they see enemies and friends, saman, the same. They see them as the same. So some people like to have a lot of friends. They want to be part of a crowd and they don't want to have any enemies. And if they do have enemies, they may do wrongful deeds to them. They may try to attack them. But Guru Sahib Ji is saying, treat these both as the same. Treat all equally. Whether they're your enemy, if an enemy comes to your house, feed them, give them water. Just like Akbar, who was a Mughal emperor, he may not have been an enemy of Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji, but when he came to the sanctuary of Guruji still fed them. They sat in the Pangat with all equally, and they were fed the same as Gursikhs would be fed when they came into the langar of Sri Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji. So enemies and friends should be treated the same, should be seen as the same. Because actually, if we think deeper and reflecting on the previous teachings of this Bani, they're all temporary. None of them go with you. So being overly happy and excited with having many friends or having many followers, it doesn't matter because none will go with you. So actually, enemies and friends should be seen as the same, should be treated the same, should be given the same respect, if you will. Obviously, if somebody attacks you as a Gursikh, as the Khalsa, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji has taught us to defend the poor and stand up for your rights and fight against oppression. Stand up against oppression. But if an enemy came to you and wanted food, we still should be able to feed them. If an enemy that, let's say, in the past the Gursikh Khalsa fought against many enemies or many oppressors, we still should see that as part of the hukam of Wahiguru. And that's why we are seeing enemies and friends as the same. And if those Gursikhs that don't have any sadness or happiness materially, and they are the same in both emotions, those that see friends and enemies as the same, how are they blessed? Kaho Nanak sonare manna mukt tahe te jaan. Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, the ninth form of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji, decree sonare manna, listen O mind, mukt tahe te jaan. Those Gursikhs are liberated, and they're liberated in the Keval Mukti, oneness with Akal Purkh Wahiguru. Know this, that those with those qualities will become one with Wahiguru. Deho sajjan si sadiyan Jehovah Sahib se umeed lekha ka tahna shutiya khin khin pulanhar baksanhar baksla nanak par utar kaho nanak sunare manna mukt tahe te jaan. Wahiguru ji ka khalsa, Wahiguru ji ki fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to see more of our content. This year marks 400 year Avtar Parab of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. So subscribe to see more content related to this.